What's going on, everybody? This is MattDoesFitness, and I just told my mum that she'd drawn her eyebrows on too high. She looked shocked. Okay, this is my deadlift highlights from week 5 of my 4th cycle, and as you may be able to detect from my voice, I'm currently going for a world record attempt in the longest cold ever held by a man. I've been ill for friggin' ages. It's ridiculous. I had a cold for like 2.5 weeks over Christmas and New Year. I was better for about 2 days, and now I seem to have picked up another wheezy little cold. That's ridiculous. It's not bad. I mean, I've never felt, I've been training the whole time. I missed like 1 or 2 days. Pretty much training the whole way through it. I've pretty much felt fine. It's just been like a really ratty little weasel head cold. It's just, if it was like in human form, it would be like Gollum, Anyway, to my session. That was the first set you just saw me do there. I did a triple at 485 pounds, 220 kilos. I then went for a second one, and I got 2 and a bit reps. I possibly could have ground out a 3rd rep, but I didn't. I was kind of thinking possibly go for like 3x3 at that weight. I was just kind of experimenting really. This is only my 2nd week back doing sumo. I'm going for a wider stance now. I've got my feet quite kind of out, like not too far from the plates, which is a little bit scary in itself because my gym floor is a little bit like an ice rink, so there is a chance I'll drop the weight on my feet and have no metatarsals left. But yeah, I mean, it's feeling good. It's feeling really good. Now, it is still feeling slightly weaker than conventional. That's probably mainly due to the fact that I haven't done it for a while. But the good thing about it, the overwhelmingly good thing about it, is that it feels like a lift which is driven by my musculature. When I was doing, it's hard to explain, when I was doing conventional, it felt like the limiting factor was my back, and like in a bad way, like it felt like, my vertebrae were getting hammered, whereas now it's like my glutes and my hamstrings and my adductors are taking all of the load. They're kind of loaded up, and it's that kind of soreness, fatigue, weakness that's stopping me from lifting the weight, which is obviously a good thing because I can address that. I can strengthen those muscles, and in time that's going to allow me to lift more weight. So in short, I feel like I'll be able to put a lot more weight on my sumo. So yeah, I was kind of thinking of do like a 3x3. I ended up doing kind of 2 sets, and then I dropped down the weight to 210 kilos, 463 pounds. Did another 2 sets of 3, and then I dropped down to 180 kilos, which is practically 400 pounds, nice and light, and just did 3 sets of 7. So I'm kind of thinking this will be my plan for the foreseeable future. I will do sets of 3, possibly up to 5, but I think I want to keep it down in the 3 range to keep it heavy, keep that kind of strength adaptation occurring with relation to heavy singles. And then the thinking behind the 3 sets of 7, I'll be doing 3 sets of somewhere around that region just to do some hypertrophy work, because I figure that this is particularly with the wider sumo, it's like a new lift to me, and I feel like I'm quite weak there. So I figure if I can get those muscles bigger and that kind of general volume in there, then the 3x3s are going to go up, and it's going to help me just increase my strength as a whole. So that's the plan. I will see what happens, but that's what I'm thinking. And like I said, I'm quite excited. I feel like I can put a decent amount of weight on my sumo this year, so we shall see. On that topic, by the way, I'll be making a goals for 2015 video soon, where I will obviously outline what I'm planning to hit or what I'm aiming to hit this year, so be sure to watch that when it comes out because it's going to be awesome. Right, accessory work wise, you just saw me there do some wide grip chin-ups. I did 3 sets of I think about 14 down to about 10. I felt incredibly tired and pathetic due to the cold, so it wasn't great. I then did some cable rows, 3 sets of 12-ish I think. Again, I felt crap here. My form wasn't great. I just wasn't really feeling it. I was just kind of going through the motions, just getting stuff done. It wasn't the best. And I finished the session with some hammer curls on the finest machine my gym has to offer. That was sarcastic. I did 3 sets of, I think about 12-ish. No, that's a lie. 4 sets of about 12-ish. I just kind of gradually dropped the weight so I could retain the amount of reps I was doing over the course of the sets. And that, my friends, was my session, and that was my week of deadlifts. So I am going to go and see some kind of voodoo priest to solve my cold issue. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe as always, and I will see you tomorrow.